So I'm not going to lie. I had completely, not forgotten, but kind of forgotten how phenomenal the group we're about to watch right now was in 2019.
Yeah, probably up there for at least the percussion section as a whole was great, but for the battery, top 2 or maybe best ever battery for this group.
Yeah, are you saying one of the best batteries Crown as a core has ever had?
Probably. I would say
so.
first or second.
They were pretty filthy good. Like
probably first.
But they were definitely the best in the lot. I remember we watched them that season, and we walked away. We were like, yeah, I think Crown was far and away the best battery, standing still. And as Scott Johnson's told us, that's not really what matters. But
yeah,
it's still a good barometer.
It
matters to us, and it's a good barometer of everything. But
it matters to me.
Yeah. So welcome everyone to Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Michael Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And as you can see from us talking and seeing in the title and the thumbnail and all that stuff, we're watching Crown 19. This is the next video in our series of finals judge tapes or finals week judge tapes overlaid or dubbed over the finals performance.
Although we did jack up that other one.
The Cavies one, the first one we did?
The 2000 one.
Yeah, we claimed that was Prosperie on quarters night, and it was Weiss at
Wessels, Mark Wessels?
Wessels, not Weiss. I don't know where I had Weiss
Dave
from.
Wessels, Mark Wessels.
Wessels from Drums Across the Rockies overlaid across the finals run video.
Which is also pretty nasty that it lined up that well.
It lined up pretty freaking close. I had to do like one or two little cuts in the middle and shift things by like fractions of a millisecond, but it was pretty impressive.
But either way, video are so far apart.
Yeah, right. Either way. But again, comment, like, subscribe on the video. Let us know what you think about this video series we're doing here in the off season, and just about Crown in 2019, the show, the core, the drumline, the front ensemble, whatever you want to talk about. Let us know what you think. Facebook, Instagram, never miss an update. Check out the podcast on all podcast services. I'm ready to get this thing going if you are.
Yeah.
Let me take a sip here before I hit play.
I would still maybe give our 09 percussion ensemble the nod overall. But this
overall, this battery was probably on par with you guys.
Our baseline may have been better than this one, but
yeah,
the quads definitely not. Snares probably not. About the same. I would give it. It's pretty close.
Those are probably the top two in my brain. Crown drum lines.
I'm also biased.
Well, of course, we're allowed to be. All right, let's jump into Prosperie's tape from finals night. I'll switch it over to the video.
Good evening,
when it gets
Carolina
past the
Crown,
intro.
and welcome to the finals for the Drum Corps International World Championships in Indianapolis, Indiana on Saturday, August 10th, 2019. My name is Jeff Prosperie, coming to you from West Point, New York, where I serve as the principal drummer of the West Point Band's Hellcats at your Army's United States Military Academy. And
some of the tapes we've tried to figure out before,
cut off,
like they don't have the beginning part, and we're like, is that Prosperie? Is that AK? Was that Pipitone? Like a lot of them have distinct voices, but it's always nice when they tell us at the beginning.
So excited to be here with you this evening. Can't wait to see what you do. It's been an electric night. And it's going to be awesome. Just have an incredible run. I'll be
sorry
here with you all the way through it to recognize and reward achievement, content, and achievement. So let's do it.
Beneath the surface, Drum Corps International is proud to present Carolina Crown.
Beneath the surface, I'm positioned on the sideline, 30-yard line, side 2 by the battery.
What a ballsy opening statement.
So exposed.
Excellent job. Thank you, Tiffany.
Yeah, call him the timpani.
Watch the 2/8 notes before the press. Yeah, you really risk reward with those high doubles. Blend a little bit better on the first roll.
I'll back up a second here, but you can already hear in these opening statements the level of risk written into this book is off the charts. Like,
dude,
the
all
space,
those little like isolated.
Yeah, the isolated singles, just so much risk reward in this entire opening statement.
Watch the 2/8 notes before the press. Yeah, you really risk reward with those high doubles. Blend a little bit better on the first roll. Beautiful control of pulse and consecutive flam work. Timbres of rim shots, consistent. Wonderful communication.
I mean, he said it. The amount of rhythm control and just flam control throughout that, just that ebbs and flows of that whole phrase. It's so hard.
Consecutive flam work, rim shot quality, all working well for you.
He dug it. Dude, they're hauling right now.
Gonna hang out with the pit. That was a wonderful introduction. There was just 2 little eighth notes before a press, and that was it. But man, what control and willingness to take risk.
There's that risk word again.
Yeah, rhythmic stability, super strong. Good accuracy on mallet number 4 as it changes intervals through the pattern in the marimba voice.
They're still running back there the whole time.
Yeah, crisping that up just a little bit. Incredibly difficult
also, like,
propulsion of the mallet heads
environmental setup for that percussion
through a variety of techniques. The open figures are
like
cleaner than some of the faster figures. Yeah, a little bit ensemble clutter. I'm not in the best position, so forget that comment.
Oh man, I wish he was in front of that long roll.
I'm going to point out what he just said right there. Credit to him as a judge. Like, they do take into account their position when they hear stuff. Like, he was literally just like, watch the clutter. But it's like, wait, I was out of position for that. Ignore that comment. Moving on. Like, that's super important to note as someone that follows the activity. They do take that stuff into account. Huh?
Still said it.
Yeah, he said it, but he also said, I'm not going to hold that against you. I was in a bad spot to hear that.
Right.
So, to his credit. He walked in front of that one horn player.
Yeah, very expressive, dynamic range when the battery.
I mean,
they're
you can
really
still
going for
recognize,
it.
like,
their dynamic range was a little...
And, like, arranging from a compositional standpoint if you're out of position, but obviously, like, clarity, it'll wane and waver.
Mm-hmm. You've got to be, and we've said it on this show many, many times, you have to be perfectly balanced and perfectly clean to be standing at certain angles and have a snare line sound good or a quad line sound good. Like, which
is why I don't like the rule change anyway. We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah.
Wider than the stationary ensemble. We'll see how that develops. Interesting colors with the auxiliary percussion, outlining the agogic feel. Yeah, ensemble boom, bubba boom, bumba boom, playful, and has dimension to it.
Clear and
the stereophonic aspect. Beautifully written, really fits the brass writing well with the tenor moment, not contrived at all. Yeah, handled well with the singles.
He's doing his best, man.
Trying to get in front of him. Dude, now he's hauling over back to the front.
He runs around a lot.
Tiffany.
A lot of crest strokes going on.
Yeah, but be careful on count 2 on that triplet build-up. We got a little bit glossy on count 2 execution.
The interplay between the horns on that prop and the boards was really cool there. I'll back up.
I wish he could just go out there.
I know, right? He could go right in front of him, but they won't let him. But I'm going to back up. There was some really cool interplay between the horns on that prop right there and the boards in the front. I'm going to back up a little bit.
Please. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, be careful on count 2 on that triplet build-up. We got a little bit glossy on count 2 execution.
I love the end of that phrase. This effect is so cool.
Excellent display of touch control. Beautiful diminuendo on the tenor voice. Man, way to wind down a phrase that dissipated into niente.
Very unique way to end a drum feature, just taking everything away,
Wonderful.
sucking the air out.
And he said it on the tape right there too. They pulled the rug right out from under that. I think he went all the way to niente, as he put it. And it was within like 2 or 3 counts too. It was super fast.
Good strength on these interlocking single alternating permutations. Very demanding speed. Yeah, crispness of articulation fully recognized and realized. Yeah, the glissando ascending passage into timpani. Worked well harmonically with the pit score. Space into the subito piano. Rhythmic motivic device.
Nice build.
Yeah, holistically worked very well. Get out.
There you go.
Interpretation of the dotted figures, very elite, elegant, lifted.
Elite and elegant.
Going for like was that alliteration? Elite, elegant.
Yeah.
Beautiful fluidity on the double vertical with the elbow-led shifts into the lateral motions in the right hand. Blended nicely from vibraphones to marimbas at the apex of that phrase. Timpani colors motivating nicely in the harmonic motion. Yeah, the counter line in the timpani voice is very refreshing.
He's right up in that timpani player.
He loves the timpani player, yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Touch. Beautiful timpani. Sensitivity to a variety of nuances and touch.
I mean, he is
the
like...
instrument is really mature and professional.
He's right out there.
And
so
artistic.
It's true.
All right, these lush triple lateral descending lines in the marimbas. Watch out, one note barked out of spanked it a little bit. One note uncharacteristically got away
Spanked
in terms of harshness of timbre. So make sure you understand the velocity and beating spot for the musical moment. Beautiful job, glockenspiel. Vibes are hanging in there nicely, supporting the harmonic depth. Timpani resolves nicely. Good ears.
I love that. Good ears. I love that they're just passing up the brass.
Beautiful
behind the prop. Did you see
if
that?
there ever was one. Thank you for not playing. What a magical brass.
That's a lesson right there. He just said, thank you for not playing. Knowing when to not step on any other section's toes. Like, there was no real front action going on there. Like, the horn line was just allowed to shine. And so he gave them credit for not doing anything. Compositionally.
Is a compositional choice.
Yep.
Last moment and the use of percussion through tacit. All right. Now we're modulating into something here. Or no, just resolving. Sorry. Yeah. Beautiful.
I love that too. That he says something. He's like, "Oh, we're doing a module." He's like, "No."
Good concentration.
Go
on
back
the timing
his statement.
of the timpani notes
Timpani player
against the descending line in the keyboard percussion.
I guess they had a slamming timpanist that summer.
I love this section of the show.
It's so cool.
Yeah, using the stamping, the jingles, the shells, the rims, establishing this very folkloric Middle Eastern groove, asymmetrical phrasings. Yeah, handled well. Pockets good. Good build.
Ooh, yes. The space into that double step.
All right.
I hear you, bass drums. It fits like a glove.
We can't tell it fits like a glove. I know this feature's nasty because I saw it live multiple times. It just sucked. This is like an example of why the new system is lame. Like he can't go. He can't.
There's a very clear alley for him to be able to sample it.
100%. He could stand right here.
On like the 45 in front of the hash.
Right here. He's out of the guard's way. He can hear all of this up close. I mean, he could probably still hear it mostly because there's not a whole lot going on in the field, but can't hear it on the tape.
Yes. I hear you, bass drums. It fits like a glove. Enjoying the flesh tones. Really enjoying the flesh tones. Timpani, I hear you. Beautiful voices off the rim shots. Be careful, that next entrance.
That was
all the
filthy.
Exposed moments, too.
That was filthy. We got to get that again. As a snare drummer,
gosh.
I would be just not living up to be, like, you got to hear it again. It was so good.
The reattach.
I hear you, bass drums.
All the
It fits like a glove.
decrescendos. Ugh.
Enjoying the flesh tones. Really enjoying the flesh tones. Timpani, I hear you. Beautiful voices off the rim shots. Be careful, that next entrance after the rim shots that we keep the clarity on the low end. Wonderful job. Stylistically well written and executed well, too.
Again, the double stops. It's like Swiss armies.
Whoa, wow, those speeds on the singles sparkled. Woo!
I love Jeff's way with. I love Jeff's way with
That was
words.
a moment. That was a moment.
I love the energy he gives
in the
too.
splits on those singles.
If you give it to him, he'll give it right back.
Crisply through the compositional window.
He's got so many great sound bites on tapes.
We're getting that reaction again because it was just too good.
Whoa, wow, those speeds on the singles sparkled. Woo!
Fast cold attack singles.
That was it. That was a moment. That was a moment in the splits on those singles. The way the snares sparkled crisply through the compositional window.
Amazing. They're moving again back there.
Just hauling mixed meters like a 5.8, 7.8 something.
Wow, that tacit presented a nice shift in color to the ethnic instruments again. World music instruments.
Drill is nuts.
Dude, all these isolated attacks in the brass, dude.
I'm just listening.
Like,
I mean, he can't hear shit that's going on back
no, he should be right in front of the snare line right now. He should be standing right in front of them for that moment.
Yeah, recapitulation.
I bet they played really well there.
All right. The recapitulation of that could double stroke, double pattern, could was really something else. Motivic devices such as that really sew the whole piece together.
We'll listen to the rest of his comments here in a second, but you could tell he wanted to be out there at the end of that. Like, he was just standing in front of the brass like, there's space for me out there. I bet they're ramming, playing their ass off. Why can't I go?
Freaking crown brass just laying it into his eardrums.
Yeah. Give him credit. They all do this. They all try to hear when they can, but there's just moments like that where it's like, well, I wish I could evaluate this, but...
Bring back P1 and P2.
We have beat that horse to death. It's probably never going to happen.
I'll never let it die. It's fine.
The visual people have won, sadly.
I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, well. All right, let's hear the rest of what he has to say.
All right. The holistic, large, back to front, side to side picture was well established. The ethnic feel and the genre of the bum bum ba da gun gun through colorization, flesh tones, and rhythmic choices felt the way it needed to feel. Pretty good execution overall. Yeah, I think the only thing I can say to help you for the future is while the keyboard ensemble really played well and everything fit like a glove and nothing was contrived, there may be another level of technical facility and demand that can marry with the program for even more achievement recognition. So, of course, we don't want to force things, and the beauty of what you did tonight was everything fit the way it should. So it's a delicate balance. Just encourage you to think about that going into next year, because big picture-wise, holistically, and execution-wise, right on the mark. Thank you, bravo, wonderful job. It was indeed a great pleasure to witness this and hear it. Thank you.
So basically, more of the story. Where do you put them? Do we know?
Fourth.
Fourth. Okay.
Yeah, the finals week they were third, 4-4.
So they got beat by, I'm assuming, Vanguard, probably Bluecoats.
It was BD. On that
Blue
night
Devils
was first.
Yeah.
Then Vanguard, Bluecoats. On prelims night, they were third behind Vanguard and Bluecoats. Or no, wait, sorry, I take that back. BD and Vanguard.
Okay. So, I mean, it's still in the conversation at the top of the activity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can hear all the crazy good achievement on that tape. He gave him tons of credit. Loved their timpani player.
Yeah.
Dan Travis, let us know. Was your all's timpani player just nasty that summer? So yeah, I don't know. I was a huge fan of this ensemble. I've always been a fan of Crown as a drum corps, like just the writing, the aggression. Got that level of old school drill still within their show design and everything.
Run and gun.
Yeah, it's still got all that to it. This probably was my favorite battery. Like we were talking about big time before we got into the video. So yeah, this was great. I can't wait to do more of these. Like even though we already put the Cadets 13 finals tape out there, I'm going to overlay it over the run and do that with that one. I think the plan is, for those that are curious, we're going to go back and forth. So we'll do like an old school one, and then we'll do more modern show and try to bounce back and forth. And this will kind of be our go-to, whether it's just kind of like we just put Phantom 06 out before this, and that was just the video. We didn't react to it, so we might react to some of them. Some of them we'll just put out. We'll do short form content like clips for YouTube Shorts and on Instagram as Reels and stuff from the tapes with the show. I think it's really cool content a lot of people have been wanting to see, or like for me, even though I saw it at the time or heard it, I forgot about some of this stuff. Like you just get lost in the rollover and turnover of the activity year over year, and you forget about some of these iconic groups.
Right. And it's just kind of fun to bounce back into this time. Like I said on that one, just like a little time capsule to insert yourself into the program, and just relive it a little bit. So
yep.
I always love the drum tapes.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. So comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Facebook, Instagram, patreon.com, or hit the join button right here on YouTube to support us financially. And we will see everybody in the next one.
Peace.